Hi, watch this video and you will know who can become a highly qualified specialist in Russia, who can employ them and how to do it. Let's get started. According to the law on legal status of foreign citizens, both a Russian company and an accredited subsidiary or branch of the foreign company can employ a foreign worker if they are ready to pay him the salary in the amount stipulated by the law, and if they haven't had unpaid fines for violation of migration legislation before. The law sets out the general rule that the salary of a specialist shall not be less than 167,000 rubles. There are some specific categories who must be paid other amounts of salary. Basically, almost every citizen is eligible to become an HQS in Russia if there is an employer or long-term client who is willing to pay him a relatively big salary. However, there are some exceptions. HQS cannot work in religious organizations or employed in customer service in retail trade of consumer goods. However, foreigners are allowed to work in retail or managerial positions. Let's consider what are the pros and cons of obtaining an HQS status. The pros are following. Employer doesn't need to get permits and quotas to employ foreigners. Employee gets his permit once in 3 years instead of annual obtaining by other foreigners. The specialist himself and members of his family can obtain residency permit of a foreign citizen in Russia. The specialist can work in several regions of Russia and travel between them without limitations. There is no need to pass the test on Russian language, history and law. It is not necessary for him to undergo the medical examination. However, the obligation to pay high salary and to send financial reports to the Migration Service may deter some employees from employing HQS specialists. To invite a foreign employee to Russia, the employer shall submit to the Migration Service the application with attachment of labor or service contract and written obligation to pay for the possible deportation of the specialist from Russia. Regarding to the contract, it shall contain provisions about amount of salary and that the specialist and his family members are provided with medical insurance. Also worth noting that the employer must notify the Immigration Service about entering to and termination from the contract within 3 days. Thank you for watching this video and stay tuned to Braiden Consulting YouTube channel. See you!